camera shifted. It's not good. Ugh. We're gonna have huge continuity issues because of my damn camera. I hope you don't mind. Hey guys, it's Karalyn. Thank you for joining me once again. And today I am going to be doing the Taylor Swift book tag. Now, once again, since I'm very new to YouTube and I don't really know anybody, no one tagged me for this and I am not going to tag anybody else. I just thought this would be a really interesting one to do. So basically this tag is a bunch of questions based on titles of various Taylor Swift songs, which is kind of fun. I know in the recent couple of years it's become a little bit controversial to be a Taylor Swift fan. I recognize that she is a little bit problematic right now, and probably always, but I still do enjoy her music, and I think that these questions are really fun, so I am going to do it anyway. So number one is, we are never ever getting back together, and that is, pick a book or a series that you were pretty sure you were in love with, but then wanted to break up with. And for this question, I picked the Divergent series by Veronica Roth. I loved this book when I first read it. It was amazing. Insurgent was fine too. And then Allegiant happened and it ruined it. It ruined the whole series. That's why I only have a Divergent. I don't have Insurgent or Allegiant because I'm just not interested in spending money on those books because I hate them. I hate them a lot. And don't even get me started on the movies, okay? I'm so mad. Like, I still like this book, but it's not nearly as dear to my heart as it used to be. Number two is red. Pick a book with a red cover. And for this, I went a little on the nose, and I picked Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. It's Scarlet. Is that obvious? Red. Number three, The Best Day. Pick a book that makes you feel nostalgic. For this, I picked Walk Two Moons by Sharon Creech. I read this book in like the 3rd or the 4th grade, and I loved it. It's such a classic book to me. It can bring me back to elementary school in just the first few pages. This is a book about a girl named Sal who is trying to reunite her family. Her mother left years ago. She's on a road trip with her grandma and grandpa trying to find her mother before her birthday. And on the way, she tells her grandma and grandpa the story of her friend Phoebe Winterbottom, who received mysterious messages and met a potential lunatic. This book is so heartwarming and funny and heartbreaking and tragic and amazing, and if you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. It's very short, it's very easy to read, it's very wonderful. Number four, love story. Pick a book or series with forbidden love. Just about any book on this bookshelf qualifies for that, but I decided to go with Ash and Violet from the Lone City trilogy by Amy Ewing. I don't know why I decided to go with them because they're not really my favorite couple, but their love is definitely forbidden, and there isn't a love triangle, which makes it better. But Violet is sold as a surrogate to a rich lady of the Jewel, and this rich lady's niece has a boy named Ash who is her forced boyfriend, I guess. He's supposed to escort her to parties and like hang out with her all the time, and that's Ash, and so Violet falls for Ash, and of course that's very forbidden. But cliche, I know, but forbidden love is as cliche as it comes. Number five, I Knew You Were Trouble. Pick a bad book character who you couldn't help but love. For this question, I went with Kaz from Six of Crows. Kaz is a grade A bastard. He is a jerk. He's mean. He only cares about money and vengeance. And he's not evil. He's bad in the sense that he's just a jerk. But because even though he's a thief, he's the protagonist, so you can't help but root for him. And I couldn't help but love him because he's a genius, and he's funny sometimes, and he's a badass. He's so cool, but he's also a murderer, and he's really mean and rude. But I love him anyway, so. Haven't read the second book yet. No spoilers. Don't tell me if he gets better or worse. I don't want to know. But I love him, so yes. Number 6, Innocent. Pick a book that someone ruined the ending of for you. For that, I'm going with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. When this book first came out, before I even had a chance to look at the cover, my friends, who somehow got an early copy, I guess, and read it in like a day, told me exactly what happened at the end. They told me about Harry dying. They told me that he comes back to life and marries Ginny. They told me everything that happened in the epilogue. And I was so mad because I was a bigger fan of Harry Potter than they were. How dare they spoil this for me? This was a big deal. But, yeah. So I went into this knowing exactly what was going to happen, which is a bummer. But still, I love this book a lot anyway. Number 7, Everything Has Changed. Pick a character from a book who goes through extensive character development. For this, I couldn't think of a character that went through extensive character development, so I picked a character who had my favorite character development, and that is Sydney from Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. Sydney starts out the book being very sad and quiet and withdrawn, jealous of her brother, angry at her brother. All of her friendships were very shallow and didn't really mean much to her. But in the end, after meeting the Chathams, she cares more about friendship and she forgives her brother. Spoiler alert, she forgives her brother, and she just grows into a much better character. She can be a little annoying in the beginning, but she gets a lot better. Number 8 is You Belong With Me, which is pick your most anticipated book release. I don't have one. Everything that I am anticipating reading has already been released. I'm not really aware of anything that hasn't come out yet that I'm really excited to read. So I actually don't have one right now, as of right now. Number 9, Forever and Always. Pick your favorite book couple. And for this, I of course went with Peeta and Katniss from The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Peeta and Katniss were my original OTP. They are the reason I discovered fanfiction. They're the reason I discovered Tumblr, because I loved them so much and needed to know everything that anybody had to say about them in the world. I'm obsessed with them. Their goals. Peeta is boyfriend goals. I love them so much. Easy, easy decision. And finally, number 10 is Come Back, Be Here. Pick the book you would least like to lend out for fear of missing it too much. And for this, I don't really have an answer because I actually love lending out my books. I let my little brother read them all the time because I want people to read books that I love. And I trust everybody that I lend my books to that they won't damage or lose my books. Obviously, I'd be sad if any of my books were lost or damaged, but none of them are like really expensive or rare copies that I would miss beyond belief if I lost them. So yeah, I don't really have an answer for that one either. Okay, so that has been the Taylor Swift book tag. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts on Taylor Swift in the comments. I know she's a very controversial figure right now. Also, the thing about her being in a suitcase in the paparazzi photo, what happened with that? Was that actually her? Was she in the suitcase, or was it just a really weird rumor? Someone let me know because I haven't kept up with that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Karalyn, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.